Welcome back again to today's class. Now, for the forthcoming exam, chemistry practicals, are the most likely questions you are going to see for NECO exams. I'm going to introduce my mommy to guide you through most possible questions you are going to see with respect to this exam.
Good day. Good day, my viewers. I'm here to take you through some of the questions that are likely to come out for this coming NECO practical chemistry. So I have some questions on the board. I want to start with question number one. I don't need to do titration for the question, but I have to give you a titration table and say a little thing about it. So the question I have on the board is about purity. And the question says, A is a solution containing 3.34 grams of triosonitrate 5 acid in 500 cm cube. B is a mixture of sodium triosocarbonate 4 and sodium triosonitrate 5 containing 8.00 gram per dm cube of solution. Then the titration says, put A into the burette and titrate it against 20.0 cm cube or 25.00 cm cube portions of B using methyl orange as indicator. Tabulate your burette readings and calculate the average volume of A used. Then the equation for the reaction is that's a 2HNO3 plus Na2CO3 to give you 2NaNO3 plus water plus CO2. Then B, the question one of it say from your results and information provided above, what is the information? Your average titer value and the what A is and what B is. Very important. Calculate the I concentration of A in moles per dm cube. The Roman figure 2, concentration of Na2CO3 in B, since B is a mixture of two substances, in mole per dm cube. Then Roman figure 3, concentration of Na2CO3 in B in grams per dm cube. Then IV says percentage purity of Na2CO3. Then V says the mass of NO3 in the mixture. Then VI says percentage impurity in B. YC says state the reason why sodium triosonitrate 5 did not take part in the reaction. You can see the equation for the reaction. Though the sodium triosonitrate 5 is there in the mixture of B, but it never took part in the what? Reaction. Thank you. So we are going to move to the titration table. I will talk more about how you are going to present your table and make use of concordant titer values, without which you will not get score for your average titer. Thank you. Here is the titration table. You can see the titration table. You have to draw your table very well, just as I have my own. At the top of your table, you have to indicate the size of the pipette you used. Since there's a provision in the question for some schools that make use of 20.0 size of pipettes, you have to indicate. So for this school, we are making use of 25.00. So if your school uses 20.00, it's good to indicate so that the examiner will know the volume of the base you use in your titration. Now I have my rough reading, I have my first titration reading, I have my second titration reading. Now looking at the values I have, my rough is my rough differs from this other two by 0.3. And when you are looking for average, you need to use concordant values. Now, what do you mean by concordant values? Concordant values are values that are within the range of 0.20 cm cube, meaning that the highest value and the lowest value should not be more than 0.2. But you look at this one, this is a 0.8, while this is 0.5. So the difference between the 0.8 and the 0.5 is 0.3. So you are not supposed to make use of these in your averaging because they are not concordant. So I have to make use of these two. But supposing your rough is 24.6, you can. 24.7, you can, because 24.7 and 24.5, the difference between them is point what? 20. So you can use. But since this is point 0.8, I won't make use of that. I will only use these two. So these two are concordant. If not, I will not get my 2 marks. So I have to now find the average volume of A used. So we start. Average volume of A used equals 24.5 plus 24.5. You need to show them, in as much as the average is 24.5, but the examiner will want to see. So divide by what? 2, since I'm using 2 readings. So you have to give your final evaluation, which is 24.50. Remember, unit is very important. Without units, no score. You lose the 1 mark. So your teacher will now score you here for using concordant values, which is the examiner will score you here. And the examiner will score your final evaluation because you got it correctly. That is how you find your average. You look at the table very well and make sure, don't use this reading. Make sure you titrate and use your own reading in your various schools. Thank you. Information provided. First of all, ask yourself, what did they say about A? A was given to you not in mole per dm cube, but in grams. And even in grams, it is not up to 1 dm cube. That means you need to convert it to 1 dm cube before you can now change it to mole per what? Dm cube. So number 1 says I. Calculate the concentration of A in moles per dm cube. I will not just convert this straight to mole. Let me make it up before I do the final conversion. So for question number 1, I will now say 500 cm cube of A contained 3.34 grams of the acid. Therefore, 1000 cm cube of A will contain unknown. Cross multiply. 500 times x will be equal to 1000 times 3.34. Then what is x? 1000 times 3.34 will be divided by 500. Therefore, x is 6.68 grams per dm cube. That's in gram per dm cube. That's not the final answer. We go back again, look at it. The final answer says in mole per dm cube. There's a formula for that. And the formula goes like this. Concentration in mole per dm cube is equal to concentration in grams per dm cube divided by molar mass. Now, this formula will help you because you know your acid, so you'll be able to get the molar mass. So, conc in mole is what you are looking for. Bring it down. You substitute 6.68 divided by the molar mass of acid, because it's acid you are working with. And H is 1 plus 14 plus 3 times 16, which is 40 what? 8. Conc in mole per dm cube equals 6.68 over 63.0. You need a mark here. Please don't put grams, because grams is not the unit for molar mass. If you want to put units, you put grams per mole, but it's not necessary. This is not the final answer. So the best bet is to remain silent. Then you do the final evaluation, which is 0.106 mole per dm cube. That's your answer. You have gotten your number one. Then you go to number what? Two. Number two says we are going to find the concentration of sodium triosocarbonate 4 in B in moles per what? DMQ. CaVa over CbVb equals to Na over Nb. You have gotten your Ca, so you are free to go. 0.106. Make sure you use your average titer. Your average titer for me is 24.50. Make sure you write the correct value. If not, it's a wrong substitution. Then for your CB, what you are looking for, then VB, remember you told them that you use 25.00. So make sure you put 25.00. How do you get your Na and Nb? You get it from the balance equation. Please, this is the acid, while this is the what? Base. Most times they can interchange it. They will write the base before the acid. Just know your acid. Your acid is 2, which is Na is what? 2. And your base is what? 1. Therefore, Nb is what? 1. You substitute it here, which is 2 over what? 1. You have mark for the mole ratio and you have mark for correct substitution. Then you make Cb the subject of your formula. Let's do it in a simple way. Bring everything together. Cb times 25.00 times 2 equals 0.106 times 24.50 times 1. That is not no mark for this. The mark comes when you have been able to make your Cb the subject of your formula. So I need to go this far. For some of you that might want to see how this subject of formula just emerge. So I now have 25.00 times 2. So you find your Cb. You multiply this and divide by 50. So can we go ahead and multiply it? It is 0.0519. There are other figures, but you have to now stick at 3 significant figures. Very important. The 0 immediately after point is not significant. So it starts from 1, 2, 3. Then correct what? Unit. Mole per what? DMQ. That's your Cb. So you have gotten your Cb. Can we go to question number 3? We are going to look for concentration of sodium triosocarbonate 4 in B in grams per what? DMQ. So that one has its own formula too. And the formula is concentration, that is number what now? Number 3, human figure 3. Concentration in mole per DMQ is equal to concentration in grams per DMQ over molar mass. We've gotten concrete moles per DMQ as 0.0519. Then we are looking for concrete gram, which we don't know. Then molar mass of the base. Don't make mistake and use molar mass of the acid because we are working with the base. And the base is the sodium triosocarbonate 4. That was exactly what took part in the reaction. The other one did not take part in the reaction. So this is the base that you know. And the molar mass is 106. How did I get 106? 2 times 23, which is 46, plus 12 plus 48. That will give you 106. Cross multiply. Or you cannot do the cross multiply. Most times, your cross multiply, you look as if you are doing 0.0519 multiplied by 106. That's making x the subject of the formula. Then what is x? X is 5.50 grams per. Next question says percentage purity of Na2CO3 in B. So we're going to find the percentage purity of base in the mixture. percentage purity equals mass of pure over mass of impure. The impure is the mixture times 100 over 1. You substitute percentage purity. Mass of pure is 5.50. Make sure you write 5.50, not 5.5. You must substitute what you have as your final answer. Divide by the impure, that's the impure. It's a mixture of two substances, which is 8.00 times 100 over 1. Then percentage purity, you evaluate and get your answer. Okay, V says mass of impurity, well, that is impurity, you didn't take part in the reaction, will be 8.00 minus 5.50. So, mass of impurity should be 2.50 grams per dm3. That's the correct unit because it's part of the 1 dm3. So it's also grams per what? dm3. So we have gotten that. So we are going to the next question. The next question says percentage impurity in V should be percentage impurity. The same method is equal to mass of impurity over mass of impure times 100 over 1. We bring down this. Mass of impurity is 2.50. Mass of impure is 8.00 times 100 over 1. Then what is your answer? 81.3%. You have to approximate some figures. So that's your answer. The next question here says, state the reason why the sodium nitrate did not take part in the reaction. Yes, it did not take part in the reaction because it is a salt. It is a salt of nitric oxide. Sorry, it is a salt of triosonitric acid. That was why it did not take part in the reaction. Remember the salt we are talking about is this. So it cannot react because it is a salt of this acid. That's why it didn't take part in the reaction. Thank you.
I hope this video was able to help someone out there. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications to get notified each time I post videos. Now, if there's any other thing you want us to do for you, please drop in the comment section. I'll see you next time in the next one. Bye for now.